NARS recently launched the matte version of one of their most loved formulas. And I already really enjoyed wearing the Natural Radiant formula. So I wanted to pick this up to see how this new formula performs. So in today's video, we're going to be testing application, finish, and if this is worth picking up. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Before sitting down to film today, I actually wore this in real life a couple nights ago. I wanted to test to see how it performed outside of like my regular filming conditions. I had the foundation on for a couple hours. I applied around 8 p.m. and I took it off about 3 a.m. So I do have some initial thoughts as we go through the application in today's video. The shade I was originally matched to ended up being slightly off once I saw it in different lighting. So I did go back in and repurchase another shade, which is what I'm wearing today. Honestly, that happens a lot more than people think. That store lighting is very different from natural lighting. So I'm so glad that I caught that and corrected it. And now here we go. Let's get into the application and just comparison on how I apply this foundation. All right, so before we get into the application, I just wanted to take a moment to show you what the packaging looks like. So to be able to tell the difference, this is a more matte bottle. So we have a frosted matte bottle, but everything else stays true to the NARS DNA. And this is the Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. And I am wearing the shade Alexandria, which is medium deep 5.5. So here we go. So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a comparison between applications. I'm gonna apply one side with the brush and I'm gonna go in on the other side with the sponge just to test what looks better and how it's gonna wear depending on what the application is. So I am getting 2 pumps, maybe 3, and I am going to get this on this side. This is going to be my brush side. And I'm applying this side with the brush first because sometimes I've noticed that matte foundations can sometimes look heavier depending on like how we are applying, how it's been applied. So just doing half, and like immediately what I'm noticing is it feels light weight for sure. It is spreading easily, and I can tell that the coverage is buildable because I went in with a significant amount. I don't think I need anything else. Like I don't need to go in with another pump. I have a right amount of coverage that I'm looking for. So all right, so on this side over here, I am going to be using a sponge, a damp beauty sponge, which usually softens matte foundations or just really foundations in general. Ooh. Now this already looks slightly more diffused and I would say more skin-like just right off the bat. I'm using my left hand, like what? So yes, I can tell this looks a little bit more diffused. And it looks more skin-like. Like, do you guys agree? All right, so again, this is the brush side, and then this right here is the sponge side. Now, I immediately can tell the brush side definitely gave me a lot more coverage, while the sponge side just looks a lot more softer and more natural. And honestly, it really comes down to personal preference. Me personally, I'm a brush girly. I don't typically do sponge, but I do like the way that this is looking. All right, so I am back, finished off the rest of my look. And I just want to let you know that everything that I used on my face today will be linked below in the description box. So be sure to check out that for a full breakdown of what I am wearing in today's look. From wearing this a couple nights ago, I did notice that it held up very well through several hours of wear without breaking apart. It maintained a smooth appearance, but I did notice towards the end of the night, it started to settle into my fine lines. But right now, the finish is giving soft matte. It's not flat, it's not dry, but my skin is looking very refined. So this looks very elegant on the skin. I am really feeling this. I like the way that my skin is looking. Now, if you like a polished complexion with shine control, but still looks like skin, then this foundation is probably worth you picking it up and trying it out. But if you prefer more radiant finishes, then this may feel a little bit more structured and it may not work for your preference. Let me know which application method you preferred, the sponge or the brush. I am really curious to know how you like applying your matte foundations. Well, that is it for today's video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the next one.